You and I were texting about it yesterday. So I'm dying to know, like, basically Alix Earle, if I get this right, has been tweeting and like alluding to her fallout with Alex Cooper because for a time period, she did have a show on Alex Cooper's network. And so now, like, what's the latest and greatest?
Okay, let's just set it up. Yesterday, Alex Cooper dropped a video out of nowhere, like basically calling Alix Earle out for stewing drama without actually saying it. And I think we have a little clip.
Alix Earle, hey girl. The passive aggressive reposts and the likes and the commenting on things, I gotta call you out here. You're gonna need to get specific and just say what you gotta say about me. There's no NDA. No one is stopping you. Stop hiding behind other people and just say it yourself. What's the beef? Because I'm really tired of waking up and seeing you using this fake drama to distract from other shit going online for you. Not interested. I know what happened, and so do you. So talk. Unless the fake narrative that you're creating happens to be way more interesting than the truth.
So then Alix Earle wrote a comment under that and said, okay, on it. So, okay, I actually was recruited to run Alex Cooper's Unwell podcast network before she signed Alix Earle. Like just as she was getting started with the Unwell network, and I met with them and like, I just knew this job wasn't for me. And this was before Alix
You
Earle.
knew there was a better blonde out there for you.
I knew there was a better blonde out there for me. Well, what I knew was that Alex Cooper is in it for Alex Cooper. Like a fair amount of the meeting, I met with her husband who like runs her network. A fair amount of the meeting was about like how they're building a world around Alex, around, you know, whether, you know, when she's going to have a baby, they are going to do formula drops or, you know, things like that and sort of like build around her life. And then, you know,
wow, Unwell formula is like quite a rebrand. Like,
well, I mean, I don't want to like put words in their mouth, but like, do you know what I'm saying?
Like,
it's like,
honestly, what's up, daddy gang? You know, when it's the middle of the night and the daddy's got to give the baby
and your titties are leaking. Yeah,
like
exactly.
I'm not faulting you. Get at it. Well, I do think it'd be hard to brand a formula as Unwell, though.
I think it would be hard. Well, okay, that's actually a really good point. Is I think the whole thing was hard to brand, and I mean, there were a lot of reasons why this wasn't the right job for me. But I was like, this is about Alex Cooper's fame, and so then I remember seeing this picture of the two of them. You know, like when they announced that Alix Earle was going to come on, and they're like, oh, and I was like picturing myself with my glasses in the background, like it was so, you know what I mean? I was like, can you imagine me, the Liz Lemon in the background of these two, like, you know, and I also was sort of like, this is not Dial a feminist, you know, like you're clearly calling me because you want Alex Cooper to be taken more seriously and you want like somebody with like a more serious background to come in and be her sort of cushion there. And I was like, no, thank you. You still do business with Dave Portnoy. And like, I'm not getting anywhere near that, you know, alleged rapist. Anyway, all of this to say is they completely fall apart. And I think part of why they fall apart is exactly this, is that Alix Earle is actually pretty lateral to Alex Cooper at this point. You know what I mean? Like in order to build a network, you have to like pick up talent and like build out that talent, take a chunk of that money and help them grow. I think the problem is that like too many blonde famous Alexes in the room. I don't know what the actual beef is, but like it doesn't surprise me that it didn't work out because the power differential there doesn't make any sense. And Unwell doesn't seem great at building out shows and properties. It seems great at promoting a world around Alex Cooper. So I don't know. I also think Alex Cooper's trying to get ahead of whatever beef is going to come out with the Sofia Franklyn book. I think she's like, I can't have two coming out at the same time or people are going to attach a mean girl narrative to me. And so I think she's like, I have to clean this up now far ahead of, I looked it up because I was curious. Sofia Franklyn's dishy book about her fallout with Alex Cooper on the original Call Her Daddy is coming out in November. And so I think Alex Cooper said, I got to get ahead of this. We got to squash one beef first. And, you know, it brings
People
both
want to know,
attention.
though, everybody, let's just pause for a second, though, because everybody wants to know if this is manufactured PR. So, like, if you had to bet just yes or no, what would you say?
Yes, but I don't think it's coordinated.
Agree. Yeah, I
Yes.
feel the exact same way. I think they're
That's
both
what
like,
I-
this is great for me. Like, there are times when things happen, when fights happen between, you know, whether it's been business partners in the media or actors and actors, where like it is not like neither one of them wants it or only one of them wants it. This is the situation where I think both people are like, actually, this benefits me in different ways.
100%.
And so it also, like, if you look at it, Alex has these Unwell games, the like winter Unwell games.
We're throwing it up
We're
there.
throwing
Throw
up
it
a
in the
viewer
chat.
poll. Oh, fuck yeah.
Is
Drop it in the
real
chat if you
beef
think
or
it's
coordinated beef. Good question, Vienna. Yeah. Drop it in the
Thank you,
chat.
Vienna. And so, I mean, I don't know. I think we'll just have to see. I think one of the things that I would say is like, I think one of the problems that a lot of people make in media is they latch on to people really quickly, even when like they might not be the right fit for who you are. Like, I think Alex
Exactly.
Cooper should have known that, like, hey, Alix Earle is a talent. She is. I will give her that. She is talented at what she does. And she should have said, she's a talent, but she is not the right person to be in my network. She's not. That girl, comedian Grace, who used to be a Barstool, who's now with Alex. Great, perfect. That's like the perfect person. But don't latch on to talent just because they're famous. Like, that's what happened with Hawk Tuah. People were like, I'm going to latch on. This is going to be great. No.
100%. I also think, I don't know, just like in watching Alex Cooper and like this is, I've had a lot of conversations with people high up in media and entertainment who are like, it ain't good over there. Like, it is not good at Unwell. I don't think that she's particularly good at running a podcast network. Like I said, I think that what she's good at is being a celebrity and like getting interviews at the right moment for the right thing. And I think she's good at navigating her own like financial structuring career. I don't think she's good at running a podcast business.
Well, I'm sorry, but like, it's April and you put out an Olympic Winter Games reality show, which is months after the Olympic. Like, we're done with the Olympics. Okay. Like, I could care fucking less about these winter sports. All that we're craving, I'm here in Boston, all that anybody's craving is the spring. So even from that, like, little sort of thing, I was texting you about this last night. I'm like, that's not a good business move, is to launch a winter show in April.
Yeah, I just don't think, I think that she has, she's done a really good job of like positioning herself as a good businesswoman. But I think that her one truly good business move was building Call Her Daddy at the right time and getting that huge Spotify deal when they were giving, I mean, like, listen, I was a beneficiary of like a huge Spotify deal when they were giving out cash, and she's held on to this property, Call Her Daddy. I think everything else around her isn't quite meshing or gelling. And so it doesn't surprise me that shit fell apart with Alix Earle. But let's move on from that feud. Blondes on blondes, you know, God bless.